Thank you very much, Vikas, for joining our conference. This is a CASI and SIDC joint event on sustainability held in Malaysia, and of course for the ASEAN audience. And you are running the impact investing operation under AVPN, and AVPN is a part of CASI, right? We have a membership of 69, and you've been giving us a lot of support already. So I'd like to take the opportunity to chat with you a little bit on AVPN, on impact investing, and potential collaboration between AVPN and CASI, including in the Hong Kong events, which we are planning together during the Green Week in September.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Ma. It's been a pleasure to be here. The conference today was absolutely outstanding. I think the energy in the room was palpable. And my narrative on building the impact ecosystem really aligns with the mission of AVPN, which is to mobilize capital to impact. We, as an ecosystem builder, believe in partnerships, which is SDG 17. And under that thought, we would love to see how we can partner together, not just for Hong Kong, but even beyond. Not just on content, but actually helping the ecosystem grow and really take on the DNA of building the impact ecosystem.
Yeah, I really want to dive into impact investing a little bit because I've been working on policies, framework, international collaboration. The majority of green financing instruments are loans and bonds, right? Just in China, we had now 60 trillion RMB worth of outstanding green loans and 2-point-something trillion on green bonds. But the equity part, VC, PE, impact investing are very, very small. Just, I think, a small percentage of the total ecosystem for the sustainable finance. Globally, the same thing, right? So how do we mobilize more equity money, especially from like family office, philanthropies, and so on, to participate in sustainable projects?
Absolutely. So firstly, the total assets under management under impact investing today stands at $1.57 trillion US.
Wow.
And it is the fastest growing asset class within the private market side. So clearly, there is a momentum for investments to be made, not just for financial return. And I want to be very clear about this, that we are talking about financial returns, but clearly putting on an additional lens of the impact that that investment can make. And the intentionality with which you make that investment, not just for financial return, but for impact return as well. As AVPN, we cover the entire continuum of capital, as we call it. Our members, 650 from 30 countries, represent foundations, family offices, which can be more catalytic in their investment approach, to the private capital side, which is private equity funds, VC funds, banks, financial institutions. And this really puts us in a position to look at blended finance as an innovative financial structuring tool to really solve for some of the existential issues and problems that we face within Asia as a whole to meet our SDG targets by 2030.
Right, by catalyst, you're really talking about something like a pre-feasibility study and building maybe a team for a project and getting carbon credits sorted out, so that kind of stuff, right? Then followed with the bigger PE investors and the lenders and the capital markets.
Absolutely. I think the problem today is not the lack of capital, but the lack of bankable deals. And to make a deal bankable, you need probably catalytic capital. You need someone to come in with capital that can take on more risk than the private capital markets or that the banks can take on. And that's the blending of different pools of capital that we are hoping to achieve. So we were talking about the conference in Hong Kong between the 9th and 11th of September. Going by past track record, it brings in over 1,500 attendees from over 40 countries. But this is the third year that we will be having one full day dedicated to impact investing, which is going to be on the 10th of September. And the discussions for the whole day is going to be senior leaders from global institutions, from MDBs, banks, financial institutions, really talking about how they want to allocate capital with the lens of sustainability and creating positive impact. And you are a big capacity builder from that part of the world, and we would love to explore how we can work together and be more collaborative, because that's the only way in which we can build a wider ecosystem.
Sure. Hong Kong is one of my bases. During the Green Week, my organizations are actually chairing two big events. On day one, which is September 8th, we are hosting the Hong Kong Green Finance Association annual meeting. and the last day of the week, which is the CASI event. So you're actually welcome to join our events as well, but I'll be happy to join your event.
Absolutely. So Dr. Ma, I have already made my bookings. I'm going to be there on the 8th of September. I would love to participate for the day at your conference, and in whichever capacity I can support, I would love to do that. You're already on a plenary event on the 10th of September. We are very pleased and happy and honored to have you there. And I'm sure there are going to be many more opportunities for us to build content, which is very relevant to build the ecosystem around impact investing and sustainable financing.
Great. Beyond just joining conference, with each other, we can do more. I think between CASI and AVPN, one of the areas we can collaborate that you've got a lot of knowledge on impact investing, blended finance, and we'll be interested in getting the contents of your knowledge base and onto the CASI platform. CASI is about to launch actually 40 modules in our online platform, which is called CASI Academy, and we need to have something related to impact investing. Love to have your contribution.
Absolutely. We have just announced today a 2-year engagement with Impact Frontiers to build the impact measurement and management ecosystem within Asia. I think impact measurement and management is something that is going to resonate not just with LPs, GPs, but also investee companies. And we want to be the institution to build that ecosystem with the knowledge and the content that Impact Frontiers, which is out of the United States, brings to the table. And we would love to see how we can bring that through the CASI platform as well, because we do want to reach to a much wider audience that you have access to.
Definitely. I think beyond this content exchange, I think you've been working on project matching, right? Try to bring projects seeking money, whether it's earlier stage or later stage, to a platform with lots of different kinds of investors can participate. In fact, under another initiative, which I co-chair, which is called Green Investment Principle for Belt and Road, that's GIP, we already produced a database with a few hundred projects, and we historically have done some matching, but in the future we need to do more. Let's collaborate on that. And you can bring early stage capital, and we can bring the big banks and the insurance companies.
Absolutely. We look forward to that engagement, and thank you so much. And we will try and build that ecosystem much further.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to collaboration.
Likewise.
Thank you.